Really? Is this not gonna work? Is this not gonna work? This stupid thing. I swear, it doesn't work half the time. Ugh. Well, it's not gonna work. Anyways, that's unfortunate. For crying out loud. Okay, we're proceeding on. Anyways. Oh, I forgot to, I forgot to post what the first one is. Oh, right, and that's not working, so woohoo. Come on, where's it at? Okay, there we are. Stupid thing. Hello, Intifu. Oh, have some difficulties, although I usually always have some difficulties. Almost always difficulties. What's, do you mean you uploaded for the first time ever? Bad gameplay. I'll add it to my my watch later list for you. Can't watch it right now. I'm in the middle of a live stream now. Are these actually off by like a tiny bit? Man, I don't think they are, but they might be. Looking for any discernible landmarks. Just in case. You do a little more than that. .05, .04. No, no. Try .05 or .045. That's probably pretty good. I'll be playing later today. As long as you're not too far away, that produces like lag and whatnot. I'm looking for any kind of landmark at all that's present in both of these that can be used to gauge when and where each part goes in. Try and figure out why in the world or how in the world I'm going to make this work. You could find me under the exact same username I'm using now, only you have to add YT on the end. approximately. No, there doesn't seem to be any true difficulties here. Okay, that seems to work just fine. Well, that'll do it. I wish this stupid program was actually working. I wonder if I were to try it again. I'll be right back. Okay, that should have not restarted the stream. The stream should still be active. Only now it's working now. So that's good. Excellent. Just what I wanted. I wanted that to work, and now it works. Fantastic. Okay, so this one is going to be Icy Peak Duo. Mashup number 766. And we're calling it Icy Peak Duo. Spiral Mix, Icy Peak Duo. Save. Done. Next one up I'm gonna go ahead and pull the title from, or I'm gonna go ahead and pull the request off the page. It's also a first time request. So we had 2 first time requests. So that was the first one, the Spyro mix, and now we have a second one, which is right here. It's a Mario mix. So that's that. I don't know why that stupid looking box is in the middle of the chat. That's annoying. I can make it go away though, like by doing this. There. Now it's gone. So these are the 2 tracks. They're both Mario tracks. Size Up for Enemy and Clash for Titans. Are you talking to yourself because everyone is here? Well, the streams are always recorded, so if anyone goes back to watch it later, at least it wasn't just nothing in between doing mixes. So I just narrate it the way I narrate it, regardless of whether or not anyone's here or not. Because even if someone's not here live, doesn't mean someone won't be here later when it's done recording. They can rewatch it. So people do. So I just do that because of that. Your name is just X. At first I thought your picture was like Earth, but then it looks like more like 2 balloons upon closer inspection. Is that what it is? 2 balloons? Two balloons. Alright, excellent. That's what I thought. So this song's interesting. It's a lovable theme. I'm surprised YouTube let you have name X. Because it seems like they want you to do more than just 1 letter. I mean, I don't know that there's like a minimum. I guess there must not be a minimum. It just seems like you know, sometimes I think for passwords you have to have a minimum, like 8 characters or something like that, and then it's like for names you could have minimums. I guess there's no minimum though. It just seems like that would be something that they would prohibit, like 1 number or 1 letter or 1 symbol. No minimum. Is there a 0? Is it 1 could be the minimum. 0 would be a minimum too. I really think they wouldn't lie to have 0. There's no way. So 1 must be the minimum. .4986. 86.3? No, 86. 1. No, it is 3. And the next song is here's a small intro to the song. Remove that temporarily. Measure length is 3.15. 1583. Was that 1? Minus 1 times 100. Dude, I'm leaving, but I'll leave you our stream on. You don't have to do that. You can just go. I don't care. You won't offend me. It's alright. It's kind of a strange time of day to be streaming a lot of people are busy and whatnot, but it's the time that I stream, so yeah, it's kind of just like random. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. Oh, thank you for saying so. Appreciate that. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. That's alright. You can come and go as you please, my friend. I won't be offended out of the way. If you want to listen to some music, then this would be the place to do that. As I am working on music here. Oh, that's perfect. That's just perfect. They loop at the exact same time, which is very desirable. Quite perfect. Oh, looks like someone wishes to interact with you in Tifu. Hello, Logan. Welcome. Glad to see you here. I'll repost what the song was. Hello, Epsilon, and welcome. That's okay. If more than one person is live streaming, you kind of have to prioritize, you know. Overall, I like the idea a lot. It works out really well. I don't know about pitches, because I just don't know about pitches, but I will see if any modification is necessary based off the keying software. Probably because the 3DS version is a remastered version and has more percussion. The Bowser Inside Story sounds like a DS version. Remastered version is more percussion. Yeah, they told me that this track was from 2 games, so I guess that may be what they were referring to. Perhaps. Hello, Nuclear. Welcome. Resident Evil hard mode doesn't sound like anything I want to get my hands into. I'm fine with normal mode, which I haven't played yet. That's okay. Do what you want. Ah, yes, it's always fun to help people along. Believe it or not, this is a first-time request, so they nailed it on the head here with this first-time request. They seriously did. Like, you know, some people have a little bit of a struggle with their first-time request. This person just nailed it right on the head. Like, this is a really good idea. I like the concept. It turned out really well. It's all our own good. I like it. Yeah, it's first-timer. Very well thought out, I think. So there's a possibility for lowering the pitch of Size Up Your Enemy by 1/2 step. So let's see how that sounds. Yeah, he must. How does it sound with pitch change? Anyone have any opinions? Yeah, I think it's more appropriate too. Oh, you can hear the harmony here. You could hear the harmony right there really well. Can you hear Size Up Your Enemy well enough? Well, this is a quiet part right now anyways, but... Thank you, Kenan, and welcome. Waiting 3 years for something? Yeah, I know the feeling. I've waited for a lot of things. We're currently waiting on The Last of Us Part 2. So that'll be so I think it's 2 or 3 years in the works now. And of course we're waiting on Metroid Prime 4 as well, which is 2 if not 3 years in the works as well. Although I suspect Last of Us Part 2 will be out before Metroid Prime 4. So that's just my guess. So I don't know if they gave me a suggestion for title or not. I think Size Up Your Titans or Size Up Your Giants might be an appropriate title. I'm gonna see if they have a suggestion first. And I'll pick theirs if I like it. Yeah, I mean they had a similar idea. They said Size Up the Giant. I'm gonna say Size Up Your Giants. When will Metroid Prime so 2021 I think based off the information we have, I think we're probably looking at a 2020 release for sure at this point. It's not coming out this year. There's no way. Now, I do expect to see footage at E3 this year. I do expect that. I do expect to see something. There's no way it's coming out this year, though. It's going to be 2020. I think 2021 might be a little too long. Oh, that's a scary number. There's a 20 in front of our year. Oh, 2020. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, I have no problem with that pitch change. Yeah, it sounds good to me too. So I'm gonna call it Size Up Your Giants. Yeah, it is scary. Oh, it was scary when I had a 20 in front of my age. That was scary. And now I have 2 more on top of that. I guess 1919 was scary too at the time. Yeah. Oh no, 1920. Actually, that was a scary time. 1920 was when World War I started, so that was a scary time. I'm not saying anything about World War III 2020. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't think that'll happen at this point. I don't see enough events on the world stage right now that could lead to that. But that's just like a 1920 World War I, 2020 just some silly person or conspiracy theorist might say something about that. I don't know. Hello, Jacob France. Hello, this is the first stream I could catch. Well, welcome. Glad to have you here, my friend. I turned 20 in 2022, and I think the Five Nights at Freddy's movie will be out then because there's no way it will come out. Wait, so you turned 20 in 2022? So right now you are 17 then? Do I gauge correctly? Someone just sent me a request in the middle of the live stream. I don't usually take requests in the middle of the live stream. Although this person is a first timer. I'll have to make him first time next week. Yeah, it's just too much of a hassle to try to squeeze him in right now. 767. It is a first time request too. I don't recognize the name. Size Up Your Giants. I'm going to be 21 this year. Oh, that's a mile marker there. What songs am I doing now? Oh, sorry. Here, let me post it for you. Oops. I need to copy and paste it off the to-do list. What I am working on now, what is actually done, I just finished it, is this. I'm shook, lol. So yeah, okay, so that's what I just finished just now, and I'll let you have a listen real quick too, just to be nice and fair. It's 2 Mario songs. Pretty good combination, if I do say so myself. This is a Mario mix. Size Up Your Giants. So what is the next request? As per the to-do list, the next request after I let Jacob there have a listen will be this. Some strange, obscure indie games, both of them. Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty good idea. The request stream is gonna go by fast. Oh, you never know. You can't call it yet. Neither have I, my friend. Like I said, they're two very obscure indie games. I actually couldn't find a soundtrack for one anywhere. So what I actually did was, it's actually a free indie game, like a free, like, one-person amateur game. So I went and actually downloaded the game and ripped the soundtrack from it in order to get the soundtrack. Because the soundtrack I couldn't find anywhere, which alludes to its obscurity. Okay, so that's a good sampling of that song. So like I said, you never know how long it could last. I could have 4 songs in a row get scrapped after that, which could easily eat an hour and a half, depending on how long it took to gauge whether or not they were not going to work. I could have a really difficult one coming up. These first 2 have just been really easy. The first one in particular was easy because it was a dual mix. And those are always easy. Well, they're not always easy. Sometimes they're arranged. And when that happens, it's usually impossible to mix them. So they're either really easy or they're impossible. It's kind of a one or the other kind of situation. Yeah, so ripping soundtrack depends on what kind of game it is. If it's like a console game, you have to have some way to have the actual game files on your computer. Most often obtained through ROMs or ROMs or ISOs. And usually you can crack into those with various emulating software. So for example, I can use Dolphin to crack into the soundtrack of any GameCube or Wii game. This is Dolphin right here. And I can use that to rip soundtracks from any Dolphin or Wii game, assuming I have the right conversion software. Now, some of these game soundtracks are very thoroughly encrypted, so it's almost impossible, at least for me, with my limited knowledge of song ripping, to be able to pull them out. But some of them I can. I've done so successfully, a lot of them, actually. I had to rip my own copy of a couple soundtracks because I couldn't find them anywhere. One of the infamous examples is Nicktoons' Globs of Doom. If you find a rip of the soundtrack anywhere, it's my rip. I was the first one to rip it on the internet, and I don't know why I did that, but I did. Shamu's Deep Sea Adventure. What platform is that for? Depending on the platform, I might. If it's GameCube, I should be able to rip it out. It is for the GameCube. Okay, so if I can get a ISO or a ROM of that, I should be able to rip right into it and get it out. Just for the sake of it. You've been a regular attender, so I could do that for you. I got attempted anyways, just for fun. Already on. Yeah. Okay. So here is the. Sounded a lot like a Dreamcast game for no reason. Well, so a lot of the Sonic games for GameCube were also likewise on the. What'd you say? Are also available on GameCube. So here, I think I found a copy of it. Possibly. Yeah, that's not available. Okay, I found a copy of it, Dulligan, so we're set. I'll try to download that in the background. Hopefully it doesn't disrupt the stream. If it does, I'll have to slow it down. We'll see how that goes. Let me know if you see any loss of quality in the stream. I don't think we're going to get one, but just in case, just giving you the heads up. How many suggestions do you have in your list on your to-do list? Currently, I sit at, let's count them, 34. And they're not suggestions, they're requests. Which means a suggestion almost implies that I can choose not to do them. A request means that I will always try to do them. But sometimes they don't work anyways, and if they don't work, I don't do them. So, this one we'll see how this goes. These are 2 indie games, very obscure. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I have 34 requests in right now, which isn't bad. I was at 60. There was a time when I was at 60. That was before I allowed people to have only 1 per person, which means there are 34 individual different people with requests, which is actually kind of astonishing. Also, I have calculated that my request will be made next week. Unless there's a ton of scraps, you'll be sooner. But most likely, if everything goes out well, then that'll be the case. See, that's why I posted to do this, so people could do things just like that. They could figure out for themselves when things are going to take place. Oops, I mixed up my words. That's a lot still. It is. It's not as much, like I said, it's not as much as I've had, but that's because I allowed, there was a time when I allowed to have like at most 6, and then I dropped it down to 3, and I dropped it down to 2, and then I just dropped it down to 1. So this is actually 34 individual different people requesting things, and that actually is astonishing. Oh, okay, one is a remix of How Did You Manage? It's called, I don't know why I did that. Although, to take a look at what Mrs. Boss 7 just completed. She just completed, how many? A lot. So she allowed 2 per person for a 7-week period. And, if I could find her list. Oh, where's it at? I should probably keep a copy of that list by now, but... So, how many requests are on here? Oh, man. 238 divided by 2. Probably around 100 people requesting 2 songs each. So, that's pretty incredible. Over 200, yeah. So about 100 people. So these songs, one appears to be a remix of another one, despite the fact that they're from different games, although I'm almost guessing at this point that maybe the indie game developer was the same person. Oops, I just notched the audio down quite a lot. Let's see here. About 2 seconds long measure. I'm surprised both of my requests worked, even though they were somehow a bit unusual in a way. Well, you can brute force something to work, depending on how much time you put into it. I mean, anything you can make it work if you actually are willing to spend a lot of time on it. Although we would just classically say something doesn't work if it's initially not showing signs of working, and if we do see that it will take a very long time to work, then we just say it's just not going to work. It's just not worth it to spend like 2 or more hours on a mashup, you know. So, yeah, and even unusual combinations can work just because they do. Approximately 2.4 minus 1 times 100. 20. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Desync, increase tempo. 21. 21.5. Rampage Total Destruction's OST was finally uploaded last year, and I managed to download OST in case the original video was taken down. I may or may not have an idea for a meme request in the future. If you remember my rule on meme requests, only do meme requests if you actually think they would make a legitimately good mashup. If you're just requesting 2 things just for the sake of a joke, I don't really want to do that. But if you actually think that there'll be a good mix, like here's an example right now. I'll give you an example. This is The World Revolving from Deltarune and We Are Number 1. And this is a meme request, but it also turned out really good. Most unusual combination. Let's see if I can find it. Dark Link's Never Gonna Give You Up. That second song could fit perfectly well for the main theme of The Last of Us. I would like to see a The Last of Us remix at some point, either by myself or someone else, but at some point I'd like to hear one. See, so that is a meme request. It is very strange, but it works. It's actually good. And if you can't say that about your meme request, like you actually think it's going to be good, then I don't really want to take it, you know? If you're just doing it just for the sake of joke, then I don't want it. But if you think it's actually going to sound good, like that one, or the one before it with the world revolving we're number one, then it's great. I want that kind of thing. Oh, and hello, Bill. Yes, we're working on your request right now, actually. Perfect timing. Yeah, something went wrong here. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Oh boy. Looks good. Looks good. Still looks good here. It does not look good here. 21.7? 21.75? 21.8? Try 22. 22.5. Too much. 22.3. Still too much. 22.2. About perfect, but we're gonna adjust it back just a little bit. 22.15. Still a little room for improvement. 22.1. That looks about good. Yeah, the other one's still a little too loud. We've got a minor case of desyncing. I need to roll it back even more. Try 22.05. Looks good. Lower volume. Maybe -4 decibels. This is all over the place. So we're going to start out by lowering by 4. Just going to try regular 22 again. 21.95. The tempo, there seems to be parts of the song which match together and parts of the songs which do not match together. So that's strange. No, the software that you need to make that, there's various kind of software out there, but the mainline one is FL Studio. That costs for a quality probably $200, and I'm not made out of money. Okay, I'm not rich. I just finished college. I just finished paying off all my tuition. I still don't have a job with my degree. I don't have a lot of money. I'm not about to pay $200 for some software, but as soon as I am able to acquire that, and not illegally, because I will not do torrenting or pirating or any of that sort that people do to get that program. I'm not going to do it. It's illegal and it's immoral. But I mean, if if some rich person on channel says, "Hey, Bufo, you want to have that program? I'll fund it." If someone ever funds it, I'll get it. Or if I ever try and do like a fundraiser, maybe at some point, maybe I'll do it, get it then. Or maybe if oh, here's another possibility. The Humble Bundle here got me Vegas Pro, this program right here, for $25. So if Vegas Pro ever offers FL Studio, or if are we fixed? Are we good? Can't hear you either. Oh shoot. How much did you hear, or how much did you not hear? Bill, I was asking. You must have not heard. It must have been off for a while. should let me know sooner if that happens. I was just watching a streamer today. His webcam kept freezing on a still frame, which I've never had that problem, but I do have other problems. It's never perfect. I'm assuming you can hear me now because I see I see now that I am working. I see audio levels. So you must be hearing me now. I was saying you must have missed all of it, just coincidentally. I was asking you, Bill Cipher, if you're still here or not, because this is not really working. The option, I mean, there's parts. I was saying there's parts of this that work, like at the beginning here, and this part right here, and there are parts that don't work, like here and here. So I have really two options. I can scrap this one and we can try again, which I'd rather not do because you've had so many just get scrapped in a row that don't work. Like you've had like 2 or 3 at this point, and there's nothing I could do about it when it happens. But the other option is we can just kind of keep it the way it is and value it for its good parts and just ignore the bad parts, I guess. I don't know. So assuming you're still here and assuming you could still hear me, let me know. You can hear me, right? Right? You can hear me, right? Hopefully. I don't want us to explain that for a third time. We can hear you now. Not sure about Bill. Yes, you can. Okay. So, what do you want to do, Bill? Do you want to scrap this and try again, or do you want to keep this in spite of its flaws for the good parts? There are good parts and there are flaws. These aren't exactly working very well, unfortunately. So let me know. Let me know what you want to do. You want to scrap it and you can put another one, try again, or do you want to just keep this? Because you've had 2 or 3 scraps in a row now, and there's really nothing I could do about it. It's just it's hopefully just coincidence that the tracks you selected are not compatible. Waiting on your response. Waiting on you. I could play it again. Well, so here's the problem. This song on top is the original and the bottom one is a remix. And the bottom one has a little bit of arrangement with the guitar. So like right about here, they take their own liberties and kind of arrange the score a little bit. Oh no, right here. This is kind of their own thing. And then it's good right here. So, like, this is another problematic part right here. They do their own thing again here with the guitar. That breaks the pattern. Is anyone here? Yeah, there's people here. There's me, there's you. I think Jacob may still be here. Logan may still be here. Epsilon is here. I helped my mom prep some chicken wings. That's important to help your mother. So that's okay. Quite alright, my friend. See? There's people here, Bill. Don't you worry. So, yeah, I realize Jacob Francis' suggestion actually is a good one. It would technically work if I cut out the fancy parts, I could call them, I guess, of the remix where they kind of arrange their own version of the score. So, personally, I'm not a fan of chicken wings because there's like only a tiny bit of meat on them, and they're ridiculously expensive. I'd much rather have a good hearty chicken thigh or two, honestly. That's what I would do. Or like a half chicken, where they literally cut chicken in half, and you get like one piece of each. Like that's always a good option too. And it's where, oh, Toddy in 54 just subscribed. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I forgot. You forget because I have subscribers so few and far in between that you don't actually ever see that little thing. But lo and behold, I do have a little subscriber announcing thing, and yeah, it's a subscriber notification. And anytime anyone donates or subscribes, or maybe there's one more, I don't remember. That plays. So since I get so few subscribers, you almost never see it. But you know, I only stream, you know, a little bit of time, so the chance that one of the subscribers subscribes at the time that the stream is running is rare. But you just caught one right there, so that's interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do what you wanted. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it the way it is. Mary's song for Ib, and then Kugutu. What? Anyway, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll call it Mary's Song Duo. Honestly, it'd be the simplest thing to call it. B major, E minor. Yeah, E minor. All right, woohoo! E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we're good there. Mary's Song Duo. There we go. Must be someone from the game. I love that notification. I think you are thinking of chicken drumettes and chicken winglets, and the kind that are tiny and are used for hot wings. Normal chicken wings have a decent amount of meat on them when not fried. Yeah, I know, but still, I like thighs better. I just think thighs are just... That's my favorite part of the chicken, you know. I like the dark meat, you know, chicken and turkey, that kind of thing. I've not had duck or goose, but I assume the same situation would be in play. I don't know. This is not a a food debate, but yeah, I mean, I just like the chicken legs a lot better. Oh, steak every time. Just steak's a lot more expensive than chicken, so you can't get it as often as chicken. It's a rare treat. A couple times a year. There we go. Chicken. Yeah, chicken is wonderful. You know, I think I forgot to export the MP3 version of this. I did, yeah. So what are these games really called? I think one's called Ib. That's a strange name. And the other one's called Yumi 2 KKI. That's very strange. All very strange. Did I just cancel that? I think I did. Fail. Go. Do it. Okay, there we go. Export. Yes. I can't decide for myself, but since steak is more expensive, especially tri-tip, then I go for the latter. Same thing, steak. It's just more expensive. I prefer Cornish hens. They cost like $5 for 2, and they taste like turkey. Yeah, I've had one or two of those before. They're pretty good. Now I'm getting hungry, but I've got no one else to blame but myself for bringing food talk. Plus, you're the one preparing the wings, anyway. To be honest, I prefer beef liver. It's good. I've never had beef liver. I've had chicken liver and turkey liver, and that's delicious, by the way. I have to help my mom with something. Be back in a bit. That's okay. do what you need to do. Like I told Epsilon, it's important to help one's mother. So go ahead and do that. Save. Yeah, we're done there. We're done here. Next up is Creatology. Whoops, what did I just do? I meant to copy that, not that. Infinite Second Bout and his custom song called Hack. So we have that. Where'd it go? There it is. And the other one is called... Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. Got it. There we go. Oh, wow. That was very quick. What in the world was that fast? Almost nothing. Almost no task of help is that fast. It's pronounced Eve. Eve. Not Ib. That's interesting. Eve is a very, 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 very old name. It's ancient Hebrew. And it's very interesting you should bring up because actually in ancient Hebrew, which I've studied for a bit, even then, Eve can be pronounced Eve or Eve. Ba or va. Eve, Eve. Same thing. In fact, I may even be able to... Well, let me see here if I can find it real quick. I may even be able to find it in my my copy. It's all in Hebrew, though. Oh, I bet I could find it. I bet I could demonstrate it. Blah, 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 blah. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I doubt any of you guys know what Puyo Puyo is. That's what I'm playing now. I've got a couple of requests for that before, so, you know, it's not... it's not unheard of, at least for me. It's not unheard of. Yeah, where's that at? I bet you I could find it if I tried very hard. Oh, okay, that's where it is. Oh, okay, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, no, I can't find it. No, I simply can't, I simply can't find it. Huh, oh well. I was gonna say, I have a copy of the ancient Hebrew, scriptures right here. It's fun. Sorry I wasted your time on that. I have a copy of the ancient Hebrew scriptures here. See, it's all in Hebrew. I was trying to find that, what I was talking about. You said it's pronounced Ebe. I was like, that's funny, because it's that way in Hebrew, too. I was trying to give a demonstration of it as well, but now I can't find it. I tried to find it in there. I couldn't find it. But it's all in Hebrew. It's fun. I'm playing Endless Fusion mode. I'm up to 126 consecutive wins. Sounds easy, if you can do that. Anyways. Ah! Okay. We're good. Ah! Stop. I always have to delete that little beginning part. Not really easy, but computers are doofuses and don't know how to play. Oh no. It's just a poorly designed AI in the game, I guess. Poorly designed computer players. With very basic actions, I guess. Yeah. I think this is where measure ends. 1.864. No, it's 1.46. Yeah, so that'll do it. And then infinite is... You know, I never understand why in a world I have such a hard time. Despite the fact I've heard the song many times, I still don't seem to quite get it right. Oh, okay, I see. It is right here at 1.7. If you just listen to your instincts, and instincts tell you no. Where do you get my profile picture? My profile picture, if you're talking about the thing in the corner right here, if you're talking about the thing in the corner I have right here, you see my mouse, actually came from an actual picture I took myself of an actual frog. I can show you the original, if you wish, real quick. Here is the original. Well, no, that's not it. I think this one's it. Yeah, this is the original. The frog in my profile picture is an actual frog. Surprise, surprise. So basically what I did was I cropped it down on its little head right there. I cut around the head to make transparency. And I applied a green blue transition gradient over that. See? So, and then I cut it out. I applied this blue-green transition gradient, and then I added text in, and then that's basically where that came from. You can see, so you can see that's the same picture there. Same frog, same picture, so I just took it. It's the original, crop it, cut it out, apply a green gradient to it, and then you apply text to it. So I'm not sure where I kept my regular one. Do you have a download the original? I want to make an edit of it. Of this frog? Hello, Nintendo. Well, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself a photographer by any means, but I don't necessarily want to, like, hand out my raw images that I took, though, you know. I unofficially hold the copyright to them, after all. So I don't know entirely. It depends on what the... I had to do a bio project based on Poison Dart Frog, the smallest of its kind. It was also probably one of the most memorable projects I've ever done. Nice. Yeah, dart frogs are pretty small in general, but they don't have to be big because their diet consists of these little things called fire ants. So if they get too big, it takes too many fire ants to feed them. But they take the fire ants and they actually synthesize their own poison based off the fire ant toxin, which is where they get their toxins from. So that's the profile picture. If you tell me what you want to do with it, I might allow you to do that. But in essence, I'm more or less saying I would like to keep my my good pictures, because I have a bunch of crappy pictures, but I have a bunch of really good pictures too that I've taken. I more or less do wish to keep those to myself, although I may making a better cut out of it doesn't have so much bumps on the sides. Well, see, the reason the bumps are on the side is because frogs are bumpy. Well, I say toads and some frogs are bumpy. This is a tree frog. Tree frogs are bumpy. And so the bumps on the frog are part of the frog's features. And that's why they're included. This is a bumpy creature. Its legs are this way. Its body's that way. Its belly's that way. Even its hands are that way. So I do wish to kind of keep it that way. Not to insult or demean. I'm sure you're gifted in that area, but I like it. I like it the way it is. I don't ever plan to change it, actually. I like the profile picture the way I have it now. It's got my favorite animal on it, and that's okay. That's okay. I thank you for the suggestion. I like to emphasize their frogginess, and this frog is bumpy. So, it's got my picture's got my favorite animal on it, which is amphibians. It's got my favorite color on it, which is green. So green color transition gradient, and it's got the letters in it. Bufosmixes, you can see it from here. It's on the right hand side, left hand side, bottom left hand side. So it's got everything I want in a profile picture. I really don't see any need to change it personally. Anyways, I need to work on this mashup. That's okay. I mean, I do allow, like I recently wrote in the Let's Play Lives. Speaking of Let's Play Lives, if you haven't voted for that yet, please do. Please do vote for that. If you haven't voted for that yet. So there's that link if you want to vote for anything. What am I trying to say? When I'm doing like gaming, I say you can, or during the Let's Play live streams, I say you can ask me anything then. Not that I'm opposed to it now. It just, the problem is it's too easy to get off topic for too long. And if there's a tiebreaker, I have to choose them. But if there's like a first, second, third, fourth, fifth place, then I will pick it. That's okay. Go ahead and do that. So I don't have to pick. I don't pick anything if there's a clear first through fifth winner. If there's any ties, like if there's a tie for first or tie for second or tie for third, that's fine. But if there's like a tie for fifth, then I have to kind of pick it, and I will pick at that time. But yeah, we'll see. Oops, I just messed that up again. I forgot to actually write down what I had. Okay. Yeah, so if the voting produces a clear first to fifth place, then I have no need to pick or anything. Well, then again, the choices are my selections. These are games I've played or want to play. Mostly things I already own. There's a few on there I don't already own. And so if you vote them in, I'll just wait for a Steam sale, and then I'll get them. Because, you know, I like to save money. Money's not free. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes working. 7.67. That's pretty small. That's good. I like it when it's small. 7.67. Okay, there's a loop point. Did the tempo maintain? It did not, but it's only slightly off, so we're pretty good there. Pretty good, pretty good. Maybe a little more than that. 7.69. Yeah, we'll stick it with that. Well, maybe I'll do a 7.685. Yeah, that's better. So that's the loop point. The other song actually loops almost at the same place, so that's desirable. Oh, whoa, not that. There we go. That'll do it. That's a little long. I will just cut off a small portion of the intro. Well, maybe I'll cut off a little more than a little portion. I'm going to cut off most of it, actually. You don't want to wait too long before you get into the mashup. Alright, sounds good. Welcome back. Alright, that was a pretty straightforward request there. Not bad, not bad. Let me see if I can find the requester, see if I can find a title suggestion for it. Always better to give a title, always better to pick their suggestion if it's a good suggestion. There it is, found it. That's what I was going to think too for the title. Yes, we call it Infinite Hacks. Yep. They're both B minors, so that's helpful. Don't have to change pitch at all. Now it's 769 mashups. That's a lot. We're almost 800. 800 will be soon, like in a month. Let's see here. Let's call it. I'll just call it that. Why not? Yes, it does sound awesome. How do you keep track of all your files? Which files? Like how many I've done? Like how do I keep track of every single mashup I've done? Is that what you're asking? I'm just trying to make sure I have the right. Yeah. Okay. So once it's done loading, this here will show you. I have a track number on every single mashup I've ever produced. So basically, we start out at the very first one. Pikmin 2 Titan Drivel mix. It's a dual mix. And ever since then, it's been a count of how I made. So these are like my first mixes ever. Nothing crazy. They weren't great, but they were okay. And so as time went on, I numbered and 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 numbered numbers. And now you see how many mashups I have made. Yeah, it just keeps going on and on. And so now we're at the most recent one, which is 769. Yep, so that's how I keep track. I've just been numbering them since the beginning. Nothing crazy, just track numbers. Anytime you ever download one of my mixes, it also comes with all the track numbers too. So for all the ones you have downloaded, or if you're the kind of person who would download them all at once, which I make that option available, everything will be organized by track number. So that is available to everyone else. Because I make every mashup I make available for download as soon as it's uploaded. Next one up is, whoops. Mario mix, another Mario mix. We had a Mario mix earlier today, and now we got another one, which is fine. There was whole weeks where I had just Undertale mashups. That's a lot. I can't even imagine seeing mashup lists that she's made over the years. She's got like 4. Let's see here. I can give you the numbers. Because like you may or may not already know, I've been through all of her videos. I watched all of them to create the top 55 list that I made, along with a downloadable album of my 200 or so selections for best mashups she's made. Hiccups again. Sorry. And I found that about 1 out of every 6 of her videos was some kind of gameplay, be it her Deltarune most recently, Undertale, all of her Crash Bandicoot Let's Plays. I think she may have done some Spyro, maybe not. I think so. On average, about 1 in every 6 of her videos was something that was not a mashup. So we're going to take this number and well, first of all, I don't know what the 5 divided by 6 is off the top of my head. 83%. And we go ahead and multiply that by, so I'm going to say she's done around 3,787 mashups, which is a lot. See, because me in my early, I want to say my earliest 4 or 5 years, I made only a few mashups a year. She was making many a day, every single day from that time. She and I both started doing mashups in the same year, 2011. Only thing is, I only made a couple a year, and she made almost 1,000 a year, the first 3 years. She uploaded like tons every single day. If you look back at the old videos, but like seeing it stored on a flash drive, it could be like. Well, I'll tell you what my file size is for all of mine. It is, for 760 something mashups, 7 gigabytes. So I imagine her collection of her mashups. She says she doesn't keep all of them. I keep all of them just because I'm OCD like that. She says she doesn't keep all of them. She says she keeps most of them. Only throws out the requests that she especially doesn't like. Which, there's rotten requests. People come up with ideas that they want done, but they're not good. But you do it anyway because you do the requests. So I've had many I don't like. I don't have to like it. I just do the requests. I just bit my tongue. Wow. So she said most of them she keeps. So if we take this number. Okay, we'll do the math. If I have 700 in, how many? How many do I have? Let me import it real quick. Whoops. I forget how many I have already. Like 769 or something like that. Yes, if I have 769 and I divide that by this, that means my collection is this much the size out of her size. So we go subtract that from this, do the math. This means how am I going to say this? Mine is like 21% the size of hers. And so, no, I did the equation wrong. I should have done the other way around. I should have done it this way. Sorry for showing you so much math, but you got me into it. I do math on live streams anyways. So this divided by 369. That's not right. Or is it? 3787 divided by 769. It's okay. Equals 4.2 this time. So if my collection of mashups is 7.17 gigabytes. We can then take that information, okay, and we can multiply this by this, and we can estimate that her collection size is approximately 35.3 gigabytes based off of the math I've just presented here. So that's a sizable collection, I gotta say. Anyways, next mashup is Kingdom Hearts with Sonic Forces mix. Yeah, 35.3 gigabytes of just your own mashups. That's impressive. It's very impressive for sure. This is just an estimate. It's just an estimate based off mine and how many I have and the file sizes I have. It's just an estimate. It could be way off. Yes, I made it in time. I think I got 4 done though, so 3 more to go. Of course, you can go back and review things at any time. Infinite second bout and that. Get rid of that. Probably don't. Metal Sonic with Kingdom Hearts. Excellent. And hello, welcome. Yes, forgot. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. All right, up. There we go. I'll just shave off the little intro portion there. Put it back at the back. Intro, or not intro, measure length is, I want to say approximately 2.79. Okay, next song. See, is that an intro? I don't remember. I think it is, yeah. Okay, I think it's somewhere around here, approximately speaking. That sounds good. Sounds perfect. What do we have here? Ah! In the taco tonight. I'll probably get copyrighted for this.
From Taco Bell, doing it.
Okay. That's humorous and amusing. That's from Saint's Cat. He sent that to me. There's a really good Donkey Kong Country 2 in the air tonight mix. Led by, I mean, if you search in the swamp tonight or something like that, or in the bayou tonight, or just search like oh, what's that guy's name that made that song? I forget his name, but the guy who made the In the Air Tonight song, you search him plus Donkey Kong Country, you'll find this amazing mix. It's really well done. I mean, it's maybe not less well done, but it was really well thought out. Anyways, it's quite good. Technically, that's 2 measures, but we'll go ahead and just consider it 1 for the sake of timing because it's so close. 2.822 divided by 2.79 minus 1 times 100 equals 1% difference. That's pretty incredible. That's pretty close. Yeah, E minor. Yeah, all right. Okay, estimate the loop points for both songs are actually very closely placed. There's a slight bit of tempo discrepancy I have to fix up here, though. That can be fixed in short order. We'll go ahead and do 1.16. Nope, not quite. 1.18. That's almost right on the dot. I'm going to try 1.17. No, it's still a little bit off. $1.165. That's not even enough. But the 1.17 is too much, isn't it? Ah, whatever. I'll just do it anyways. Hello, how is everyone? Welcome, Blues. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just working on this. You know what? Maybe 1.18 wasn't too bad after all. No, even that's too much. 1.75, 1.175. That's better. That's okay. That'll do. Hello, Sasha. Hello, Sasha. Welcome. Welcome, Blues. Welcome, Sasha. Both of you. Working on another good one. Well, it needs a pitch change. It needs a serious pitch change in order to actually sound good. Oh. Lunch break. Oh, enjoy your lunch. Yes, Logan, you are correct. A pitch change is going to be necessary. I'm thinking by minus 1/2 step. We'll see. Whoa! What did I just do to my volume? Hopefully you didn't hear that. It just went crazy loud on my end. Hopefully that wasn't crazy loud on your end as well. Crazy loud. Still kind of loud. So yeah, I was thinking go ahead and, if this is correct, definitely something needs to be done. So Battle Metasonic is suggested to be E minor. Yay, alright. E minor. And the other one is suggested to be G minor. So simple solution might be just a lower the Kingdom Hearts track down 1/2 step, or raise the Metasonic button by 1. I'd rather might just be me. Yeah, I'm hoping it was just me. You didn't hear that. It just went crazy loud. So I have this little lever on the on my headset here. You can kind of see it. It's right here. Little notch. If I accidentally scrape up against the desk, because I always shift positions a lot, as I'm sure you notice, it sometimes scrapes up against the desk, which sometimes turns it off, or it sometimes turns up my volume really loud, or turns it off entirely, which is annoying. But I'm sitting in a crappy old desk chair, so crappy old office chair, so it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But one of these days, I hope to buy a gaming chair, a little more comfortable. But anyway, that's that. Yeah, so I can decrease or increase by 1/2 step for this. Okay, so we'll go ahead and initiate the fade out portion of that, and then we'll work on that pitch that we all know needs adjusted. Okay. So I'll try option number 1 first, I guess. Effect pitch raised by 1. Oops, that was the wrong option. I meant to increase this one. Sorry. That was actually not. That would actually not turn out to be good. This is the correct one. Yeah, so let me just make a comment on that real quick. I added about 4 or 5 people who I know have similar morals to me. Assuming, or well, not assuming, assuming that there isn't others. If there are others I know about, then I'll add them in too. But anyone who has similar morals to me in terms of like, we don't want to see bullying, we don't want to see treating people poorly, we don't want to see rudeness, we don't want to see mean comments, we don't want to see bad words, we don't want to see perverted topics, those kinds of bad things that I know that people with my morality and such have, like those kind of things. I'm looking for people who have the kind of morality. So I added like a few of them in there just for the sake of it. That's the my stuff too. Do you want a private message, or is there anywhere you can private message me too? Is there anywhere you could like message me? Somehow email message me. Basically, let's be open and honest here. My ethics are what's called Judeo-Christian ethics. It's the ethics system that the United States of America were founded upon. And so anyone who I know to have a Judeo-Christian ethical system, I added in. Now, that's not to say that there aren't others. I'm just simply unaware of the fact that they have a Judeo-Christian ethic, if you get what I'm saying. So if you have a Judeo-Christian ethic and moral system, let me know. And if you're a regular, I could put you in too. Okay, good. Then I can add you. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Easy. Yes, anyone with a Judeo-Christian ethic is what I'm looking for. Because they're going to stand up against perversions and bad words and bullying and mistreating people and being rude and being mean and treating people poorly, that kind of thing. And so that's the kind of comments I'm looking to remove. Yeah, I know a little bit about Infinite. Yeah, I don't care. I This is I'm not okay. Look, I'm not offended like ever. You're not going to offend me. If you all want to share what religions we are, I'm quite alright with that. Okay, I really don't care. I mean, if you want to talk about that, I'm quite happy to talk about that. I'm quite happy to be open myself about what I am. I'm part of a movement called Messianic Judaism. It most commonly goes by the name Christianity, though, but it is Messianic Judaism. So that's me. Atheists, that's okay. I know many good atheists, and I know many rotten religious people. So, welcome to the world we live in, huh? Right? Good atheists and rotten religious folk. quite the foil, if you know what a foil is. If you know what a foil in literature is, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's a highly contrasting set of characteristics. Anyways, not too religious, but I know things like that too. Okay, I mean, if you could see that there are, someone comes in the chat and starts saying mean things or saying rude things or saying bad words or saying perverted things or, yeah, I can respect a tolerant atheist. Yeah, very much so. I try to be very, very, very open-minded as much as I can. There are a few things I cannot. Well, I'm not ignorantly doing so. I'm not doing so out of ignorance. But everyone else right now feels the same way, which is fine. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind a good casual religion discussion. I'm quite happy to. So basically, well, I just don't. I don't want people to be mistreated on this channel. The mashup community as a whole is pretty pure. It's a pretty pure community. For some reason, it seems to be more wholesome than not. And so I kind of want to keep it that way. And so anyone who's going to bring in nasty things like treating people poorly, insulting people, saying bad words to people, saying perverted things, all that kind of good stuff, like I want to keep that out. Yes, the golden rule: treat others as you want to be treated, or in the words of the master, do unto others as you would have them do to you. Yeah, we work on music and make sure everyone listen with a smile. Yeah. So it's a good wholesome community, and I basically want to keep it that way. So I want to put in people in position who I know have the kind of standards I have, and that they can, if I miss something or if something's happened and I'm not there, I want to be able to make sure that it's taken care of, and make sure that I could keep that negativity off the channel. Oh no, basically all you gotta do is if you see a nasty, rotten, rude comment, you just delete it. You just delete it. Or if you see, you can also remove things like spoilers. I don't want people putting spoilers in the chat, which is, I guess, a rude thing to do. Yeah, so I don't want like mistreatment of people. I want to see everyone like respected and honored and all that good stuff. So that kind of thing. Entertain with the best you can. Nice. So anyway, long moral, philosophical, religious discussion aside, I have mashups to do, right? This one is going to work. I know it's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the done section. It's done. How many have I done so far, anyways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've done 6. Pitch change is good. Battle with Metal Zenmus. The Kingdom Hearts track has some Italian name in it, but the character that it represents, his name is Zenmus. Excuse me, more hiccups. I've been having hiccups on and off like all day. Side tangent close. No, you're more than I'm more than okay with that being discussed as for often and as for long as possible. Not discrediting the fact that there are mashups to do. I'm more than happy to have any kind of discussion you want about almost anything. I really don't care. I'm not. I can say you probably won't ever offend me. It'd be very difficult to do that. But I don't know. I mean, if the super offended folk come on here and they get offended about it, then you know, we don't have to talk about it. But if you ever want to talk about it, I'm happy. But if this, I don't know. But if the super offended folks show up, then I don't know. It says my channel. I can do whatever I want with it within rules of YouTube. So, anyways, I must go now. Be on the lookout for mashup of Final Rush and Cosmic Fall. I'll be running to mashup 2 Space Colony arc themes. Nice. I got notifications for any uptime you upload, so I will see it then. And thank you for watching, my friend. Have a good rest of your day. Blah. Battle with Sentiment. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that in. There we go. Did I forget to... I think I forgot to... Did I forget to... yeah, I did. I did forget to. You know, Saints Cat, I don't know where your sitting is, but you've been around often enough, and you're pretty trustworthy. I'm going to go ahead and put you in, too. Why not? There you go. Done. Side tangent closed. Alright, so I'll go ahead and save that. Export that. I forgot to do it again. Okay, let's put this in there. Metadata. 770 mashups. 30 away from 200. Closing note, I've gotten 2 subs from 2 people who watch this live stream and actually listen to my contents. Yeah, I don't ordinarily allow people to promote their content on my live streams, but anyone who's on my recommended page, by the way, go to my YouTube channel, look at the recommended page, and subscribe to all those folks, by the way. I recommend them all. They're great. Anyone who I recommend is allowed to self-promote my channel. I don't care. We have lots of wrenches. Huh? What do you mean? I don't get it. No, I mean, basically, you guys could just remove nasty, rotten comments if I miss them. If I somehow overlook them, you're allowed to just off with them. Off them. Right. Oh, yeah, wrenches. Fix things with the wrench. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Track title. Oops. Battle with Metal Zen. Not with a Z. It's actually an X. Zenmus. Is it Zen Moss? Zenmus? Zen Moss? Anyone know? I don't know. Don't matter. Now I can export. Excellent. Wrenches. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong folder. Looking for the Bufosmixes folder. I can make this wrench useful. Uses blue wrench to put dispenser. Put a sentry here. Put a sentry here. Yeah, I know that. So this is Sonic Kingdom Hearts mix. Battle with Zenmus. Put a dispenser here. Put a sentry here. Classic Team Fortress 2 reference there. Oops. So I actually have only on schedule to do one more. So that's yeah, that's that. Blues. Hey, I hope you're still here, Blues, because I got one for you. Oh, you're on your lunch break. You're probably not still here. Well, you can watch it later if you want. If you're watching now, which is in the future from now, when it's already over, and you're watching it now, hello back again. What about me? Yeah, you're a regular here. Why not? Why not? You're trustworthy. I have no reason to distrust you. So why not? Basically, all the OGs who've been following me, like the OG followers who show up regularly to live streams, and I know they're trustworthy. I'm not opposed to adding in. Not opposed to it one bit. You know, if you're OG and demonstrate yourself to be untrustworthy, as in you do the very thing I seek to remove, there are a few of them out there, then I can't really accommodate you there. Become a minority in probably like 2 years from now. Regular people, I don't know. I want to keep the channel pure and free of negativity and rotten rudeness, and I do overlook things, so this will kind of allow you to do that whenever if you remove it. If you see it, you're allowed to do it. You know, why not? Next up, oh yes, I posted it. It's Blues, and we got a Star Fox Adventures mix, which I don't think I've done yet before, so that'll be fun to work on. So that'd be great. That'll be good. That has actually a really good soundtrack in it. Star Fox Adventures. And the reason why that is because the person who composed the music for that is David Wise, and David Wise is the same guy who composed the masterpieces behind Donkey Kong Country series. And he also composed Ukulele, which I have yet to listen to all of, but anytime David Wise is the composer for a game soundtrack, you know it's going to be a good soundtrack. And so, oh, you are here. I thought you were still on lunch. So basically, anytime David Wise is the composer for a game soundtrack, you know it's going to be a very good soundtrack. And so Star Fox Adventures, lo and behold, has a great soundtrack. Has very many very good themes in it that I have on my phone to listen to. It belongs to my other collections. But, wrench. Let's see here. I have, what's the name of the theme? Shoot, let me find it again. It is Lightfoot Test of Strength and Lightfoot Village, and what was the other one? Shoot, what was the request? Ah! I opened up OBS on accident. Hoping this works. Both of these sound similar to each other. Approaching Dark Tyranza. Oh, that's what you wanted. So we got those two. Ah! Go away. Peer into the infinite void. Whoops. Mistake. So, where's that at again? Shoot. Did I forget to pull that soundtrack earlier? Well, what's that from again? I need to find that information. I think I may have forgot to pull that earlier. Team Kirby Clash Deluxe. Approaching Dark Tyranza. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I didn't pull it earlier. Shoot. This is it, right? This is it. This is the right one, right? This is the correct one, right, Blues? You still there? Much like Akira Yamaoka, I don't know that I'm familiar with that name. Can you name a game title he worked on? Is this the right one? Do I have the right one here? Are you still here, Blues? Oh, you know what? I think I may have actually did pull that one out. I just didn't see the Tyranza. Yes, it is. He's famous for Silent Hill work. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've not listened to Silent Hill soundtrack before, so. Turns out I did pull the song. I just totally missed it. Because of I was looking for Tyranza. It's actually called Approaching Dark Tyranza, so I missed it, but it's here. I have it. So, oopsie poopsie on my part there. That's the right one. Got it. Okay, sorry. Like I said, I made a mistake. I actually did pull it. I did pull it. Ah, good old David Wise track right there. Classics. Yeah, him and Kenji Yamamoto, who composed a lot of the Metroid soundtrack, are among my favorites as far as game composers go. I think here's where that part ends. Our measured length is almost 2 seconds on the dot. I want to say it's practically on the dot. interesting. Yeah, and the interesting thing about David Wise is he never had any official music training at all. He it's why it's so surprising. His stuff is so good because I mean he doesn't have the classical music training that many people do have, and in fact he even incorporates dissonance into his some of his tracks, and it actually works. So it's interesting to hear a lot of his work because he's so good, and yet he's not anyone who's actually learned or took classes or studied music. But he's a professional. And you know, Blues, something I think that would go with this Kirby track is Omega Ridley's theme from Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, and I may yet do that as an idea of my own. I thought that kind of reminds me of that. Kind of reminded me of that track. Food is ready, so I'm going to get going. I'll catch you all later. Yep, have a good night, my friend. Thanks for watching. This is actually the last mashup of the stream, so unless I do a Luigi's Mansion stream later, which I actually want to do, I hope to do that, I probably won't see you again, but I do plan on doing Luigi's Mansion stream, starting Luigi's Mansion. So hopefully, maybe you'll want to show up for that, maybe not, I don't care. I mean, not that I don't care about you, I'm not doing it for views, is what I'm saying. Alrighty, I look forward to it. Excellent. Enjoy your chicken, my friend, and enjoy your day. Yeah, I think Omega Ridley theme would go great with this. At least I managed to at least show one funny video in time. Shrugged. That's okay. That's alright. Luigi's Mansion stream is up on ahead, and if you wish to see that, then you're more than welcome to show up for that and post during that too. The only time there's any difficulty is when I can't have a borderless full screen windowed game, and I can't easily navigate between windows. So Dolphin lets me do that. Several Steam games let me do that. Anytime that I can't do that, though, it makes watching videos difficult. And of course, I can't watch things that I know at a glance can be troublesome for copyright issues, or inappropriate videos. I don't wish to air those on. I don't really wish to air those particularly much at all, if at all. I don't really want to. So bad, inappropriate videos I'm not looking to post. Or not post, but air or show. So we have 10%, 10 and about a third approximately. We're going to increase Lightfoot Village theme by this tempo. It is a nightmare, my friend. You get it. It's very difficult. We'll go ahead and try 10.3. Nope, try 10.35. That was 1.35. That's not going to work. 10.35. My 0 key is sticking. Nope. 10.5. Nope. That's not going to do it. 10.6. Nope. 11. Too much. 10.75. Almost perfect. 10.8. That's about right. I think it's a success. Yeah, this is a successful idea. Very well thought out, I think. I like it. I think it's a success. I just need to make sure that I balance the audio well enough in terms of volume. And I am going to mix this with Omega Ridley as well. I like it. So I think this is a 2-loop song here, and it's only 1 minute at 2 loops, so I'm probably going to do 3 loops, or maybe even 4, actually. So I need to find that loop point exactly. So we have... approximately 30 seconds of point for this. A little less than that. It works very, very well. I like it a lot. You did a good job on this idea. So loop point is hypothesized to be right here. Doesn't sound good for Kirby, though. I'm going to check and see if I can find a loop point real quick on that as well. Oh, good. They loop at the exact same time. That's perfect. Yes, your quest has already been done. It worked out good. It was very good. I could play it for you real quick after I finish this one. This loop point will be perfect. I have no doubts this will be a good loop point. Yeah, so as soon as I'm done airing, or not airing, but as soon as I'm done with this mashup here, and while I'm saving and exporting it, I will go ahead and play your mashup for you. It was a success, and it was a good idea, too. We all liked it. Okay, I couldn't make it to watch because I was in class. That's okay. Don't... Obligations come first, my friend. Whoa. Hold on a second. Let's not do that. Okay, oops, I forgot to loop it. There we go. Wait, you have classes on Saturday? Huh. Well, nothing wrong with that. I was just, that's strange. I think it's slightly strange, but I don't know. Maybe your school does something strange about that. I've never heard my school's never done it, at least when I went to. I have 3 classes on Saturdays. That's strange. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just that my college was strange. Maybe that's normal. I don't know. It's like a 7-day-a-week class. Get it done in excuse me for 1 second. 28% less time, which would approximate to which would subtract it, so would it be like a 10-week semester kind of thing, 7 days a week? Is that what it is? Let me listen to the loop point real quick. perfect, flawless loop point. You don't even hear it. Okay, so it's like one time on Saturday, or like they all meet on Saturdays only? Is that what it is? Anyways, I don't touch the pitch, and I like it the way it is, so I'm not gonna touch it. I mean, I could touch it, but I don't have to. It's within one interval of the other one, so it's compatible. Blah 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 blah. What was it? I could lower light foot test of strength, but all right, this is great. I mean, loop point's great. The pitches are great together, without modification. The songs are indeed very similar. I am gonna mash up Approaching Dark Tyranza, or yeah, Approaching Dark Tyranza with Omega Ridley. I am gonna do that. That sounds like a good idea. Inspired by this one. Indeed inspired by this one. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, right. Title. Approaching Dark Tyranza's Test of Strength is kind of mouthful. Not ideal that I call it that. I could have called it Approaching a Test of Strength, or I could call it Tyranza's Test of Strength. I could call it Tyranza's Test of Strength, probably. Yeah, let's do that. Tyranza's Test of Strength. We'll do that. Okay. Edit metadata. Mashup number 771. 777 is coming up soon. Look at that. It'll be next week. Excellent. Oops. Forgot to save it. It'll be the lucky mashup instead of the evil mashup 666 mashup. Lucky mashup. Doesn't matter. Tyranza's Test of Strength. Star Fox Kirby mix. I don't do Star Fox mixes often. I'm happy to have the opportunity for sure. And even when I do Star Fox mixes, it's never been adventures before. So again, happy for the opportunity for sure. Yeah, so go ahead and save that. And then I'll go ahead and save the file for the video. Lucky Sevens, yeah, it's coming up. Who knows who's gonna get it? Scraps and donations and first time requests can definitely influence who winds up that position. 7 is my lucky number. Well, for me, 7 is a holy number. For a lot of people, it's just a lucky number, though. But it's actually, I go a step beyond lucky and say it's a holy number. 3, 7, and 12. And 40. Roll a 7-sided die. Does that even exist? Let me see this. Is it a fair? Is a 7-sided dice fair? No, it's not fair. It doesn't look like it could be fair. Because the angles here is... The surface area and angles are different. So because the angles are different... This right here angle is going to be 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees every time. This angle is going to be... I want to say... Oh wait, why do I gotta do that when I have this? $72 degrees. So... Yeah, it's not fair. 90 degrees versus 70 degrees. Of course, I don't know how degrees influences the odds of a dice. Does it? Angle, degrees, influence, dice outcome? Question mark. Interesting. Yeah, there's like a whole 30-page paper on it. So, I don't want to read that right now. But evidently, probably yes. Oh, yeah, because of the lucky number 7 lottery machine. You know, I was maybe thinking of a slot machine, then dice. I did not think this through. Oh. Yeah, 7-sided dice evidently is biased and by some extent. I just don't know what the bias is. Is the bias towards 7 or all the other 6 numbers? I just don't know. If it's biased towards a 7, it makes the 7 the most hardest one to attain, but... I want to say that, yeah, the 72-degree ones are probably easier to get than the 90-degree ones. Probably. I don't know. Just a guess. Anyways, that was 7 mashups. That will give me another week's content. I plan on streaming Luigi's Mansion sooner rather than later. And I don't know how far I'll get into that. I mean, I'm by no means a speedrunner, but I've seen the game completed in a couple hours, so I don't know. Luigi's Mansion. I want to see how fast it was completed before. Speedrun. Of course, I'm no speedrunner, of course, but I just want to see how far or how long it takes people when doing a 100%. Some people could beat it in an hour, 10 minutes. So I could probably easily get it done in 3 hours. I'm guessing. Can't wait for Luigi's Mansion. Yep, I already modified the textures, my friend. I could show you them right now. I already modified them. Load textures. Yeah. Here we go. Purple. 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 For some reason, one is more stretched out than the other one, but you need both for it to work. So the hat, the pants, and the other pants. So that'll work. I might return to Mashup tomorrow, judging the votes of my poll, with half saying yes and half saying yes for them into one request. Well, people are selfish, Kat. They will try to get more out of you than they maybe ought to have. And in all honesty, you probably should just do the one per person thing, because given the choice, people are selfish and they will vote to get more from you than they should. So personally, I voted the way I did because people are selfish and they'll try to get more out of you than they maybe should. So that's why I opt for the one per person method, and that's why I voted for that for yours as well. I think it's just given the choice, people obviously are going to pick more than less. So honestly, if I were you, I would just leave the final decision up to myself. If there's like a tiebreaker, and I would definitely pick one per person, just because people are more often than not wanting to just blah 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 blah, trying to get more out of you than they maybe should. So yep, that's my 2 cents anyways, thank you for watching and have a good evening. Going to be streaming Luigi's Mansion sooner rather than later, as in I may just eat some pasta real quick and then come right back to it. Oh, and I also got this half gallon of chocolate milk. Probably gonna have a cup of that as well. and then I will probably come back. And I understand. I mean, the one request does make it more easier for me and makes my job less stressful if I did one at a time right. So for some people, it's less stressful, less anxiety, less worry. For me, it was more of a volume control, because if a lot of people have more than one, they would just like, some people would just like max it out every time, and it just took a lot of time. I have not played the 3DS version either myself. The only game I've ever completed on 3DS is actually Link Between Worlds. Embarrassingly enough, I have yet to complete Samus Returns. I own it, I just haven't played and beaten it yet. Yeah, oopsie poopsie, I know, right? Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and go then. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your night. If you like Luigi's Mansion, or you just want to see Luigi's Mansion, you don't know anything about it, if you want to see it, that's what I'll be streaming sooner rather than later. Have a good night.